something now. We all know that the United States of America is a criminal empire. It's a criminal enterprise. And we know that the state of Israel is a group of vicious, malicious gangsters out to murder and humiliate a whole people in order to express their absolute feeling of supremacy about them. They've said constantly over the last years that they are superior because God told them so, and that Palestinians are animals, they're not human.
And by the way, this started way before the 7th of October.
Of course.
My father used to work in Israel in the 70s and 80s, like
Of
all
course, yeah.
like all the Palestinians in Gaza who were forced to work in Israel because they have crushed the economy of Gaza. And my father told me, and I keep repeating this story over and over again. My father told me that his boss, his Israeli boss, told him right in his face that God only created the Israelites as humans and the rest of the world as animals who were created only to serve the Israelites. And when they were disgusted with the shapes of these animals, they asked God to transform them into a human-like animals. They believe in that, and they have told that to my father. And of course, this doesn't represent all the Israelis or all the Jews, of course not. But there is some of them are really view us as animals, as we are less, as we are inferior to them.
Yeah.
That is the problem. So how do you deal with people who don't see you as a human?
Well, it's written in lots of Israeli script. I'm not saying scripture necessarily, because I don't study it. You know, if my mum said, you have to read everything from the other side as well, Mum, I'm not learning Hebrew. That ain't going to happen, Mum. Well, you could read a translation. I have read the translation, and I've read exactly what you've just said to me. So
it's there.
So I've read there, so it's there. But the interesting thing is, here it is in front of us, open. We can see it. It's obvious what's happening. So can everybody else in the world. Everyone can see it. But clearly, people have agendas that prevent them from acknowledging it in any ways. Every single Christian and evangelical, and I believe there's nearly 100 million of them in the United States, they believe in the second coming and Armageddon, and they're just waiting for the Third World War so that they can join hands with Mike Pence and Jesus and go to heaven.
And Jesus.
While the rest of us, all you Muslims and all us agnostic, we all burn in hell forever. Yeah. And all the Jews, let's not forget. I'm sorry to be the one to have to tell Mrs. Addleston this, but you're going to burn in hell forever too. So, you know,
so
get used to the idea.
There is another thing.